No, I stopped it. I thought I paused it, but it was playing back what I had. Is there a pause button? Papa, you know I'm not techno savvy. The thing I pressed, I thought was pause, so I could just resume in that same video. But it looked like I pressed play. It stopped it and it played it. I would think. So I had to do a part 2. You know I don't like too many videos. Now if I had thousands of subbies, I wouldn't even care. Listen, I don't want videos to exceed. Is that my ego, Papa? That is ego, isn't it? I guess it's all the Libra I carry. Just wanting that balance. Do you see what I'm saying? But I want to really speak to this. Hey y'all, I'm back. Part 2, RHOA review, season 10, reunion, part 3, same day, Monday, the 23rd of April, 2018. Gregorian 3. Now it's 3:15 in the afternoon. Pardon me, y'all. I had to take a break. I had to go. If you heard part 1, if you didn't hear part 1, you don't know why I'm saying pardon me. Anyway, this will be part 2 video. I had to take a break. I didn't forget what I was saying in part 1. I don't want to be redundant, but hell, if you didn't hear part 1, it won't be redundant to your ears. But if you saw the reunion last night, I don't think that's just Kim. Listen to me. No, I ain't defending us. Calm down. I believe that millions of Caucasians feel that way. I do. I really do. I think they're in their own bubble, their own world. Not in the way of defending their own. They do that too. But I believe that... Oh, I know where I left off on part 1. C saw in a thread where some Caucasian woman was saying, you'll never see a black person defend a white person in front of a room full of blacks. And I was like, well, you don't see a white person defend a black person in a room full of whites. You rarely see a white person defend a black person, sincerely defend them at all. You'll see it, but it's how many Barry Shecks is there in the world? Barry Shecks, okay? How many James? Well, what's the guy we like, Papa? He had cancer. Former governor. What is his name? Governor who? We had the DVDs we had of him in New York. Oh God, we used to look at him on TV. Former governor, former wrestler. Jesse Ventura. Yeah, very few Jesse Venturas in the world, okay? So I'm not saying all. You know, you're taking a census count. No, I'm just saying it's rare to see a Caucasian defend a black person. So how they mad at the black people? Not Sheree not defending Kim. What the fuck? Oh God, do you guys please study the Jane Elliott and Karen Hunter's interview. Jane Elliott videos, period. Watch them. I'm hoping Jane go find Kim and sit down with her and teach her. Oh, I hope Kim is receptive to her. But Jane is a Gemini. Kim is a Taurus. But I sense Kim has Gemini and Mercury. Way she took most Taurians they'll talk to people they know and trust. But to be that mouthy as a Taurus, I think, no offense to Gemini, but I think Gemini is somewhere strong in Kim's natal chart. Kim ZB, okay, of RHOA. I think so. Really, of Tardy. Candy, why didn't you? I guess no, because I think Tardy for the Party is a cover to some other song. I have no idea. But Candy, you should have owned something before you started working with her. And then Candy went off on her talking like, I never wanted to jump out. I never even got those type of teas that Candy is down with pink. I mean, the other white meat. I'm trying not to offend because I want this whole racism study to be taken seriously. I didn't want to do a roasting gags type of review because there's people who don't study. That's what Jane Elliott told Karen Hunter. She said, oh, we don't study the truth in history like that. I said, oh, shit. Of course, I know they rule by Aries. I'm like, could that be because they rule by Aries? Because Aries is about the competition, about winning. They don't care if they cheat. Not Aries, every Aries sun sign. The frequency of the downside of that sign, you know what I mean, wants to win. And if they feel like they will study history and find out the real truth of history, and in their mind, and knowing the truth may make it feel like they didn't win, whatever the sick prize is in their mind, they'd rather not just study. Do you see what I'm saying to you about that frequency? Aries rules the ego because it rules the head on the physical body. Also, the hope there's the pineal gland is on, there in the head. You know what I'm saying? The third eye, some people call it. I digress. It'll be a whole nother video. But yeah, y'all, a lot of Caucasians feel that way. And the way she got on Andy, you know, she didn't say I'm privileged, but how dare you let them talk to me like that? And the husband saying you had the power to stop it. And most Andes are Gemini as well. Geminis can be neutral. Libras and Geminis get a bad rep for being neutral in open discourse like that. Gemini is the middle of the year, the middle sign. It's in the middle. Gemini rules the middle amongst other items, okay? So he was really doing the Gemini thing, being neutral like that. But why? Why does he have to only take it for you? Kenya has caught hell. Kenya has had husbands come at her. She had to deal with chicks and dicks coming at her beefing, okay? Kenya has been in the hot seat so much she could start making booty warmers and selling them, manufacture booty warmers, Kim. I've been in the hot seat, okay? I should be able to go on and create a doggone hot chair, a hot booty warmer. I don't know. Some toilets, nice houses got the booty warmer in the toilet. See, I digress. But Kenya had to weather that shit, and nobody gave a fuck or took up for her or ordered Andy to control the motherfucking crowd. What the fuck? And it wasn't arbitrary, frivolous shit, in my opinion. They was going after Kenya for wanting Apollo. And I'm like, yeah, she flirted with him, but I don't think she really fucked him. That was the rumor, she fucked him. Get the fuck. Or offered him some fellatio or some shit in California. Where's the receipts? Hotels got cameras. What the fuck going on? In a world full of camera phones, how's there's no proof for shit? That's why as soon as they announce some shit on the news, mainstream news, any news, I'm like, okay, where's the receipts? All the camera phones in the world, nobody caught anything? No footage? Fuck out of here. It's just too many cameras for too little proof. Some bullshit. But back to the racism thing. Y'all remember Dr. Bill Gates? No, that ain't no. Is that his name? What's the guy who do your ancestry history? He started with Oprah. He started with Oprah. He went to Boston, Massachusetts. I think he's a Harvard professor. Because Dr. Bill Gates doesn't ring a bell. I don't think that's his name. I think that's the other guy, the Scorpion, the Caucasian. We won't talk about what they say about him with the immunization shots in Africa. That's a whole other daggone video. I don't even know if doctor, you guys PhD? Listen, Papa, what's the guy name in California? Not California, Massachusetts. A professor, and he did the Oprah ancestry. I think he recently did LL Cool J and Diddy. He'll find your roots, read your DNA. Professor, I'm getting Gates, but not Bill. Henry Louis. I think, Henry Louis Gates had an incident a while ago, with 2011, I don't know, where the cops, and he's an older man, they roughed him up on his porch, and in front of his friend, who expects to sit on their porch and go through a racial moment? I think he lives in a very nice area in Massachusetts, but they came on the porch and roughed him up. This is an older man, younger Caucasoid cops, Caucasian, you know what I'm saying? I say Caucasoid from New York, that's how, the Zoid, the android, the robotic movement. Yeah, Google it. You'll see millions of, not millions, but a lot of people say Caucasoid. Don't take offense. I don't mean that. But in the event, I know I'm telling Aries entities not to take offense. Hopefully there's no Caucasians on this channel. And I say that not as racism, but just to soothe your ego. Because if you can't handle the truth, this ain't the channel for you. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, the truth is relative. Okay, my truth is sourced from Howard Zinn. He's Caucasian. Okay, would he lie on his own people? Howard Zinn is one of them. And the rest is like Melanie, Dr. Clark, and Dr. Ben and them. And so I've studied so much over the years and still study, okay? But the president then, Obama, made a comment about how those officers behaved with a senior man who's had body ailments and everything. He's an educated man. You can just talk to him and tell him what to do and what's going to happen and what was this crime infraction and the penalty for that infraction is ABC. A highly astute man you could simply talk to. And you know what I'm saying, and get whatever it is that you seek to get via the law in codes, LAW. I'm getting to statute and codes right now, but remember I got 95 credits in legal studies, and I've used to build with the Moors. I digress. I'm not bragging. I'm just trying to give you points of reference to how I've sourced my information. And when you go to college, as you know, those who listen who have went, and I'm not bragging. I'm just saying. Those professors want to know where you get this from. They want bibliographies. They don't give a shit. So my brain is used to saying, okay, this is the reference. This came from here. If I remember. Again, I'm pushing 50. If I remember. And for people who do want to study, I know adversaries and detractors are not, just like Jane Elliott said. Some just not interested in studying. They just rather argue and wrangle. But don't you want to debate from an educated source? and versus just debating from your the fragile side of the ego. No, I like to go study so I can source information and interpret it and glean and anyway. So the then President Obama, he's made a comment about the natural. You can tell it just, I won't say knee jerk, but it just came naturally from him. The comment he made pertaining to the decorum those officers use in dealing with an older man. It wasn't even necessary from what he was, trying to articulate. I'm paraphrasing. Don't you know all the Caucasian cops shown on the news right thereafter? This is what came to mind when Kim said that. They expected Obama to not only apologize to the cops he called. I think he said they behaved stupidly. He changed it to teachable moment after a while. But I think initially he said they behaved stupidly. That was Obama's opinion. Because this is an older man. I keep stressing that. I don't understand any healthy, able-bodied adult manhandling children or senior citizens. I won't call it cowardly, but the Book of Rings do. I read The Art of War and the Book of Rings. I've read so many thousands of books today, but yeah, the Book of Rings said the Book of Five Rings or something like that. Very good book, especially studying martial arts and things of that nature. When I was in law enforcement, a cop left it on the post, and I was like, "Oh, a book!" And that day, I had forgot the book. I forgot my book. I usually travel with my own books, I'm like, oh, because when I forget a book, I'm looking for a newspaper. I just have to read something on post. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing happening. You should be reading. I used to get in trouble. Ain't that something I used to get in trouble for reading? I'm like, are you kidding me? Everybody else read? People read newspapers, and then the captain goes, say, well, who? I'm like, oh, this is a game. You're trying to get me to snitch, which will be called, would it be called snitching? Everybody. But being that I read books, I bring books, and most other officers read newspapers, I guess they just let that slide. But I got the rumor mill, not the rumor mill, but through the grapevine, it was like, they were mad because you're trying to compare yourself to officers with seniority. You too new to get privileges that we get. I'm like, reading is a privilege? And I never forget, the officer back then said, well, at one point, wasn't it illegal? I don't even know if that officer was what you call conscious or pro-black, but they damn sure answered the question, because I'm like, reading is a privilege? I didn't even see it as a privilege. But that's a certain kind of mind that would see that as a privilege. And he looked at me deadpan, well, wasn't it like illegal once upon a time? I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, so I was supposed to earn my stripes before I got to read on post. I digress. This is a RHOA review. Forgive me, y'all. But back to Kim with they should apologize to all of America for talking to me that way. Did y'all not think of those cops who told Obama to apologize? Not to those cops, not only to the cops in Boston that roughed up Mr. Gates, but apologize to all cops for calling them stupid, saying they behaved. He didn't even call them stupid. He said they behaved stupidly. Like their actions in that moment with a senior citizen didn't make sense to Obama's mind. And then, he cleaned it up, and people say, we know what people say. He ain't gonna invite them over for beer, and never mind. That's a whole nother video. I want to do the video for South Side with You. Oh, I love that movie. I'm just now seeing it. I'll do a little separate one for that later. Oh, I love that movie. Tika is gorgeous. They couldn't have got a better actress to play Michelle Obama. Oh my goodness. And the actor that played him, the mannerisms. Oh, damn. Wow. And then, the Netflix will give you like other movies similar. So I saw Barry and clicked on that. I'll probably give a little bit of that when I do the South Side with You, not reunion, Lord, review. But the way he looked at her, when she came outside of her house, and the way he looked her up and down, I said, acting my foot. Tika fine as shit. Is she a Gemini? And I digress. Now, your RHOA review. So yeah, when she said that, it's like, and I hate to compare this, I do, but it's the same thing Michelle Brown was going through with one individual. Then they want to make her homophobic against a whole community. Like, the ego is so fragile. If the skin is sensitive and thin skin sensitive, and the ego is so frail, they'll need a whole community to back them against one person. Do you know how powerful that makes that one person look? Do you know what I'm saying? That's like Ghostface Killer when he had to get back at the chubby rapper, the Caucasoid rapper that they say sound like Ghostface. You know what I'm saying? When Ghostface had, and that video is a classic, when he had the old school music, Ghost, Taurus, love you, baby. I cannot think of the old school song he played as the backdrop. But when he had to start that video with saying, look, this ain't no Ghostface against no white people racist. That's not none of that shit, okay? Paraphrase. He says, between me and the chubby Caucasian rapper. I can't think, his name escapes me now. I can't think of his name. I'm old school hip hop. I don't listen to new stuff too tough. Child, Cardi got my good graces only when I saw her as an underdog. Did I not tell you another video I root for the underdog? When it was when she did the video saying when your idols become your rivals, that tells me that she's being underdog. I'm like, when it was posed that Nicki was you know what I'm saying, like she was an underdog, you know, treating her like the underdog. Right then and there, Cardi was in my good graces because I root for the underdog. Okay, somebody got to, and that's the balance and the math. If everybody over there, well, let me go on over here. What the fuck? I'm gonna be part of the flock, especially for something I ain't even into. I don't find auspicious. Hold on. Oh, I'm parched. But yeah, Miss Jane Elliott tweeted to her, y'all, part 1 and part 2. In your before you prep your notes to go talk to Kim, I'm hoping this is what they tweet you, and this is what you do, Miss Jane Elliott. Find the footage of those angry cops and mad at Obama for calling the Boston cops not even calling them names, saying they behaved stupidly. In that moment is what he was referencing. They must just have heard the word stupid and went ballistic and wanted him to apologize to them, those cops in Boston, and all cops. I'm like, all cops? How do they do the micro macro like that? And then look at Kim in the bathroom with Andy, and I'm talking about Jay should apologize to all of America for how they treated me. Then Kim, who should apologize to all of the descendants of slaves for how they treated us? Slaves built the country. I remember my friend Rich told me to watch the history show they aired, a doc on men who built America. I didn't see it. He just was on the phone. I said, do they mean the slaves that built America? What's called slaves? I call them kidnapped human beings is what I call them. Forced to work, okay, on stolen land. Who built this land? I think the energy of unjust, because as a slave and you're working and working, I know they want to make robots out of us for this very reason. They don't want you to have emotions, because even though you're heeding what's forced upon you, what's told to do survival, but you got to have thoughts as you're building, because slaves built the White House. You can Google that for yourself. As you're building in masonry, and then you got to be intelligent to do the masonry, and unless they just gave them directives. And Benjamin Banneker, he did the DC, right? He's an astrologer. I had to Google that one. But again, you know, but you still have thoughts. Anything you create, there's thoughts. When I cook a pot of rice and beans, I'm having thoughts while I'm cooking, loving thoughts, and you know, I hope Papa likes it. And so whatever you're creating, there's thoughts while you're creating it. So everything built with slave hands, what were they thinking? And whatever it was, you could feel that energy on the land. The earth itself, did I tell you the soil in the other video, part 1? The soil is all regenerative. The earth herself feels the imbalance. You know what I'm saying? And she's in constant flux. You can get your own Google study on it if you want. Because she's restoring balance on her axis. Per the studies I sat for, okay? Different schools of thought. Different schools of thought. Different schools. I don't speak to get agreements. I speak in life experiences, okay? It's my outlet, this channel, okay? And I got life experience credits in college. There's matriculated schools that honor them. Oh, you're this age? Oh, okay, you can sign up for life experience credits. Well, you just write a paper on a certain topic they give you, and boom, 3 or 4 or 5 credits for that paper. You don't got to go to the class. Class be damn. How old are you? No, we're going to see what you can do. Shout out to student services who get busy like that. Yeah, some of those staffers are jewels in that department. What's your age? Oh, no, you can probably get this and get that. And you just need to write a paper on this and that. You see what I'm saying? And plump up your credits. You see what I'm saying to you? They don't want you 95 years old getting... Not that there's anything wrong with that, because there was a lady in her 70s graduated from Pace. And I digress. Back to racism. And what Kim revealed... I should title this video. What Kim revealed to us all. That's a great title. Yeah, what Kim revealed to us all is that if it doesn't affect them personally, they don't give a shit. They don't. There's some racists that's not out shooting unarmed melanated people and lynching and hanging them. And I'm thinking of the show Vindicated, Morris Chestnut hosted. There was another one, a young brother, I think that came on Was that on, was it not True TV, Court TV? What was the channel called? I don't have cable no more. Where you would see Forensic Files and Snapped. I forgot what that channel was called. I don't miss the cable bill, but heavens, I miss some of those channels. Or I'll be looking at Forensic Files. I think I can still find it on the internet somewhere. But young brother, he was going to the different southern towns to see and to interview families about recent lynchings, not no early hundreds, no, like in the day and age. Like I was like, what year that baby was? What? And how the DNA of the tree would change. I didn't even. Oh, so profound. Like the tree, everything has life. There's a live organism. The tree knows that a murder was committed on its back, if you will, on its branches. And the tree, the lines in the tree, because they was going to cut the tree and examine the lines in the tree, because that's very telling. The tree itself, the DNA of the tree will alter because horribleness has happened to it. I was like, Mother Earth is very powerful. Very miraculously mysterious. And oh my heavens, when George Carlin said, oh, the earth would be fine, she's been here for billions of years, it's the people who are screwed. Paraphrase, you go on Google George Carlin quotes, a comedian, funny as hell. But my hush puppies done got it. Cold, it's still flavorful. Yeah, so that's what okay. You don't want to apologize to all of America for how you treated Nene in her home and involving your daughter in grown women catty foolishness. That's not, in my opinion, it's not a good example. We from the era where you keep your mouth shut when grown folks are talking. You don't insert yourself in grown folks' conversation there in your house, let alone on the internet. We ain't have the internet then, but you know, outside the house, inserting yourself in grown folk dialogue. She's 18, yes, and that's legal in the books, but at 18, I knew not to get involved in my mother's dialogue with grown women. No, now I'll probably air hustle because, you know, kids are curious. We want to know about, you know, life. I may be air hustling from down the corridor of that, but I'm going to, in the hood, like I remember Mary J. Blige saying her and her sister and their friends had to go fight a girl who struck their mom. Now, bitch, you done lost your motherfucking mind. You bitch, you crazy? Now, in the hood, but that girl was her contemporary. The girl, you can look at Mary interviews. The girl who physically struck the mom on purpose was Mary's peers, her age group, her contemporaries. So I guess they had to go do what they had to do to that bitch. I don't say bitch in general, but you know, just bitch in general, how you say it in the hood. You know, colloquialisms, okay? So that's not even the same example. But in short, if you raised up in the hood and you insert yourself in adult business, it's serious. Like somebody's trying to physically harm your mom. And no, bitch, not today. What the fuck? No, no, no. You know, then all the kids get involved and it just be what the fuck it be. But inserting yourself with just regular catty tug of war, tongue wrangling, you know, catty foolishness, catty kernels. No, grown folks is talking. You don't get involved in that shit. So I don't get it. And Candy, you told her right in that restaurant. You know what I'm saying? And Candy, kudos to you. Lord have mercy. Can a few of us get it with the whole Portia thing and Phaedra? You don't have to talk. What did people say? Oh, you need to get over. That's like people saying, oh, you need to get over slavery. Why, when the residuals of slavery is still in effect? What the fuck is you talking about? The ones who enslaved us, their descendants ain't getting over it. They still benefiting from it to the nth crazy degree. Okay, what the fuck is you? Shut up. But yeah, Candy, no, you're not beholden to get over a motherfucking goddamn thing for people outside of you. We don't even know Candy personally. Yes, we've seen her on TV for years. We're not part of her household nucleus and her small circle. Oh, girl, you need to get over. No, don't be dismissive with nobody's fucking pain. Candy, I ain't telling you what to do, but I'm agreeing with what you are doing. Doing this shit at your own pace. Good for you. Okay? Good for you. They goddamn line. Anyway, they're very telling. Very telling. Hush puppy crumbs is delicious. And Nene with that, where's your scooter? Where's your scooter? Funny. Classic Nene. Funny. And I like that Cynthia. Cynthia's brilliant. I think that Halloween costume for Nene and Greg was fucking pure brilliance. I thought that was Greg's brainchild, though. No offense to you, Nene, but I said Greg did this. The Cynthia, wow. And I think as friends, you're supposed to help your friend. Clap back in a humorous way. Don't let them see you sweat. Fuck that. Shit. That's why I think Cynthia is an Aquarius. I know she claimed Pisces. Pisces are very creative too. Shout out to Erica Badu, no doubt. But Cynthia may have a Mercury in Aquarius, which will explain her and Kenya's friendship. And Kenya, that yellow look gorgeous. I know you, Oshun. I know you, Oshun, claimed your crown. I know it. I know she did. As long as you've been wearing yellow, shit. You are Oshun. And I say that with Ashe, okay? Ashe, Kenya. I wonder what your old do. I'm going to look it up. No, I ain't going to say him. Don't want to be him. But anywho, look gorgeous. I love it. I love the red shoes and the red earrings. I love it, love it, love it. Candy's hair again. Candy's hair, gorgeous. That hair was absolutely sitting. Gorgeous. And, no, I didn't like Sheree's Gucci belt and outfit. I don't know. And Sheree with the bone carrier thing. She's a Capricorn. Capricorn loses the bones. I get it. I would have LLC too. And, you know, I was a Capricorn. But that's from the elders say, back in the day, a dog could carry a bone and bring one back. That's where she come from. But I don't think she really give a bit more fuck about Cam than she do about Portia. She raised Capricorns is enterprising and ambitious. She's about that paper. And this is why I need to pair up with the security bag and the soda fuck bid. You see, she ain't defend her. She said, no. They ain't hired me to defend no motherfucking body, okay? But Aunt Viv said, another Capricorn, if kissing ass was in the, if kissing ass was a requirement, they should have put it in the contract or some shit. Okay? Contract, business, all that is Capricorn shit, okay? Anyway. Who else? I think that's all I can remember. I don't know what season 11 will bring, but I'm glad they ain't going to bring Kim ass back, okay? And I don't look at Tardy. I was like, that shit is still in the air? Did y'all know that was still in the air? The first season, maybe I caught an episode or two. That's because the blogger was recommending it, and I was reading her blog. And I was like, maybe okay, I'll check it out. But, there's no substance. Okay, you're materialistic. You have a nice house. You have nice clothes. What else is there? I'm clapping my hands like Kaya. Is there anything else? So, see you going tonight? Oh, my heavens, see, I can't wait to hear your review. Oh, I wish I can go. No shame. I just can't spare $100 off the budget. And Papa just ain't going to do it. He ain't going to do it. Oh, but I would want to go. Oh, I can't wait to hear your review on it tomorrow. I can't wait to hear your review for this show, see? The 2 little teasers you gave us was good, but that's what they were, teasers. Yeah, I can't believe she wants the whole, them to apologize to all of America for responding to your ratchery, Kim. Oh my goodness. People clowning the duck lips and the nose. I am astonished by her views that racism is not real and social media magnified it. No, those gun bullets magnified it. Killing people's sons and children and daughters and getting away with it, getting paid vacations to just... I know Bill Maher had a guy on there years ago who openly admitted that he thinks that they get fiscal incentives to go out and do this. Now, after reading the book Once a Cop by Corey Pegues and the book Rank and Rank by Richard, the guy Richard, a retired sergeant in California, I think that guy on Bill Maher may have been telling the truth. This was years ago. So, the barbaric, those rogue... Kim, are you not looking at the news at all? What do you mean magnified on social media? It's magnified in the street with dead bodies. What, Kim, what the fuck are you talking about? What is it? Maybe she just doesn't live in... Maybe she lives in her own world of just diamonds and pocketbooks and Versace. Maybe she really don't look at the news. Now, spiritual people, we're always told stop ingesting, especially mainstream news. But you can get on Facebook and somebody will post something like, oh, God, no. So I got to stay off Facebook. I know it's mainstream, but I won't go look at mainstream news on purpose, like go seek it. Oh, fuck no. This has been for years, since the Secret DVD came out. What year that came out? And the guy, what's his name, James or something. Yeah, he said it, don't be inundated with it. I'm like, that's right. Why do I look at the news every day? What the fuck? I just look at it every day till the Secret came out, okay? A little bit before that, because Mama I was saying that in one of her workshops. Stop looking at the news. It is very, very depressing. And years ago, the sitcom One Day at a Time. Now I'm a little girl. This is what, the 80s? In junior high school? She said to one of her daughters, if not both of them, she said, she said the news, I'm paraphrasing this years ago, is very depressing. The whole news, everything, the negative stories are in big, bold print, and I'm paraphrasing. And this is not even her opinion. You can get a newspaper. This shit is true. Everything negative is in big, bold block print. And if they have a positive article, there's one little tiny positive thing in the back of the paper, all the way in the back. You got to really seek it out. And I said, shit, she ain't never lied. And then the positive ad may be next to the obituary. You're like, what the fuck is it? Did they have to have the happy little thing next to the sad line of paper? Oh, Lord. And if you deem it sad, I know exit from this dimension. For some people, maybe happy is all outdoors. Literally, okay? Fly above, ascend, and wholeness and wellness. And healing vibrations, okay? I should. But, anyway. How did I get on the news? Oh, Cam. Yeah, I don't even think she watched the news with the races at. Child, she's enjoying her bread and her fiat. And her jewelry and her wigs. I don't think she's plugged into... But I think they know something about melanin, because why would they have Sweetie in the house? Shout out to Sweetie. You caught a lot of hell for being associated with Kim. Not just in the world, but probably in the house living with her. Lord, Sweetie, you can hear the voice, the nasally call, the child. You have to have zero ego working for Kim. Zero. And still be mistreated, obliging and heeding the call. And still be treated, you know what I'm saying, like that. Oh. But having a surplus of melanin in the house like that, that's too deep. Let me not say. But I still think that, because then they had a symbol of a picture with the fingers. It's called the horns, the Baphomet horns, the symbol. In one of the houses, I think the houses that they rented from that basketball player back in the days. And he said something about the rent. They had to get out, some shit. I said, oh, look at what's on her wall. Kim must know. I think she knows. Or maybe she don't. Maybe she just liked the picture. I have no idea. But it was another symbol of the, I can't think of what it's called. It began with an F. I don't know. It was so many years ago since I seen that episode Tardy. Anyway, long story short, if Kim knows about surplus and melanin, how it sells for more than gold, you can Google that. There's videos on here about that. Okay. Melatonin, relaxing you. Melanin balances things out. You know what I'm saying? Melanin is the carbon. That's this night sky. It's mountains. It's trees. It's the leaves. It's the soil. Man, melanin, carbon. Y'all go on and get your study on. But if she knows about that, then she has got to know about racism. Does you see how baffling it is? But y'all, if there's any consolation to the ladies of RHOA, you remember how she treated her mama? Did y'all see the wedding special? The mama couldn't use the bathroom. This is your mother. Is it your natural mother? She carried for 9 months. I don't know the dynamic, but remember she wouldn't let her mother use the bathroom in the house. I said, oh, honey child cheese. Yeah. I guess it's a cultural thing. Man, my mom could have my whole master bedroom with the master bedroom suite. Yeah, ma, that's you. That's you, mama. And I would take the guest room somewhere. I'll take the couch as my mama. Oh, again, it gotta be a cultural thing. As a teenager, I've mouthed at my mom. I did. I talked back sass. I usually got a clog thrown at me. The 70s mommy was so pretty and fly. Espadrilles, the gauchos, and those wooden clogs from the 70s in New York. I don't know if you from New York listen, you know what I'm talking about? Of a certain era. That clog would be thrown from around that corner and connect, like she played basketball or something. I'm like, how did it hit me? And she was so far away. Magic, okay? Look at a black woman, black mama magic. Talk back if you want to. Catch these wooden clogs, okay? But, it's still my mama. I love her dearly. Love her dearly. Media, mama, media. Yes. Okay, we're with her. I'm getting sleepy. It's 33 minutes. Let me stop this. Why am I getting sleepy on the motherfucking roll video? I'm not bitch. Maybe because I didn't have food. I didn't have collard greens and probably made those good cornmeal hush puppies. Papa, what you making now? I'll see you in the kitchen. It smells good. What you making, Daddy?
I just opened a can of tuna fish.
Tuna fish? Why do I see you not cooking? It smell like I smell something cooking. You making a sandwich?
Ain't no bread.
Then What you gonna make the tuna fish with? Oh, crackers. Let me season it. You put Old Bay in the tuna fish. You use the vegan mayonnaise. We have mayonnaise here. And chopped onions and relish. And put a little Old Bay in there and garlic powder.
You can do yours the way you want.
Fine, Papa. I'm just trying to make it a little bit more exciting, Daddy. Ain't nothing like boring food. I'm strung out. Maybe I need to adopt some boring food so I don't keep eating badly. That's everything. It have to be spicy. Maybe a little mustard powder too in it. That'd be good. Toasted. Oh, we have no bread. I got vegan bread. No, but it wouldn't make no sense to have vegan mayonnaise and vegan bread with tuna. Wouldn't that be oxymoronic? Okay. But there's vegan bread now. Exizio bread. That's really expensive, healthy bread. I don't know how it tastes with tuna. I think they're probably oxymoronic. It'd be good with the crackers. Anyway, y'all, I think that's my take. I'm sitting here thinking, I'm stalling to see if I missed any points. Andy was a shit when he was like, Kim, it was on camera. What part of the game? And they did that montage of the replays. Oh. You're not going to make me look like a liar. Girl, you making yourself look like a liar. It's on camera. Do y'all think that's a humiliation ritual? Caucasians treating Caucasians like that in public? Like, oh, they don't like each other. Yeah, we know that. But on a public forum, they like to look like a united front. I'm like, who? Did Kim piss? I thought Kim and Michael Beck was friends. Kim, who did you piss off? And Candy catching it out there with the lie, with the drinking and shit. And they played that back. They don't usually do that to Caucasians. Against melanated? Maybe they do it to Caucasians against other Caucasians. Depends on the like factor. Like is very important, you know. I think like in some cases is stronger than love. Man, as many snapped episodes as I looked at, I sat there looking at that shit. This back in New York. I miss cable. Y'all got cable to listen to? Is it still fun? I don't know. People are using expensive as well. But I really think, looking at Snapped, the TV show Snapped, Google, if you don't know what I'm talking about. I think like is more powerful than love. Because people wouldn't dream of killing someone they like. But someone they love is a thin line between love and hate. It's a thin line between love and hate. That's that shit. That's Martin Lawrence. That movie's a classic. I should look at that shit. That movie's a classic. I get excited pulling the DVD out to watch that shit. Shout out to Martin Lawrence and Bobby Brown. Who else was in there? The beautiful sister Lynn Whitfield. That shit is a classic. Oh, and Regina King. I just tried to look at her 7 seconds, y'all. Because Monique, I saw the Netflix on the lineup, but they used another. That sister looks similar to Max from Living Single. Erica Alexander, the lips. I wonder if they're cousins or sisters or something. I don't know. And shout out to Erica Alexander. Your Breakfast Club interview is the shit. That's a classic, okay? But what was I say? Yeah, 7 seconds. I tried to look at Regina King is the truth. Always, and whoever played her husband, they make a handsome couple. I couldn't stick it out though. Papa, you watched it, right? And Papa, you said, how would it be a season 2? Because it's based on 7 seconds. I don't know. I couldn't, because the violence. I told you I would stay away from negative news. I try to look at too much violence. The height of the violence I will watch is the foolery that happens on the Housewives. I left the Love and Hip Hop alone. I still a mod for one of my girls. Shout out to Kim. I mod for her when I catch it and she do it. And then I'm sitting there watching it with them. But that's it. I think it's just RHOA. I left Love and Hip Hop alone because I'm like, it's the same thing. It just seems to dull your brain. How did Jesse Ventura call it in his book? He's of hypocrisy. He called it mind numbing. Yeah, it numbs your mind. You're like, it's the same. Is there any growth? Is there any evolution? Like Monique said, you never see these housewives go in the kitchen and cook. Once we saw Portia make Portia and Kenya, we see them both make fish. Kenya made fish with her dad. Portia makes some food for her and Phaedra. We've seen Phaedra cook. I'm trying to think of who else have we seen cook. We want to see you do some housewife shit. Andy, can we actually see them housewifing? Can we evolve to that? I know you're not supposed to do anything too positive that will inspire little girls to, be like, oh, that's how women act. You know what I'm saying? And that shit is real. Yeah, I find that Mary J. Blige interview back in the days with her, Foxy Brown, Salt from Salt and Pepper, and Missy Elliott. When Mary said of Lauryn Hill, she said that was like straight finding out what a woman is. I get it. I totally get it. I'm like, oh, shouldn't that be your mom and your aunt? Yeah, I still get what Mary meant. I totally get it. Because womanhood is, it's not catty. It's not a catty thing. It's not just being a mean asshole bitch just for mean asshole bitch sake. That's not womanhood from the school of knowledge I come from, okay? So I said, Mary, I feel you. And I was like, I want that too. But you know, once you release the desire, you forget about it, boom, you bump into it. And that happened for me with Miss Terry M. Williams. I didn't want to go from just what you see on TV and things of that nature. Of course, it's my mom. My mom don't smoke, don't drink, don't curse. Always worked, retired, paid the bills. Very, very, very great provider. But there's hurt with family. Still a woman, absolutely. 100% a real woman, knowing what a woman is. But it's different. Now you have to put it in context and categories. Because there's hurt. There's needless hurt within families and close, relationships. For my brain anyway. So I know what Mary meant. That you've spent time with someone in person and it was never a catty moment, never a glitch, never a senseless asinine moment. That's a woman. Mary, I get it. So far I've had that with Terry M. Williams, the PR rep. Yes, I met her more than once. It is always, I want to say pleasant for lack of a better adjective, but when I stood in interface with her, every time I go, this is what Mary's talking about. This is it. This is what Mary's talking about. A woman, it's catty free, y'all. I promise you. And it's not like, oh, you taking shorts. No, because I was there when Miss Terry M. Williams wasn't taking those shorts. For another woman named Terry that made some ridiculous remark because they had the same name. They were on stages. Terry M. Williams, if you listen to this, is at the church in Harlem years ago. Remember the Sister Circle or something like that? So, I've seen her in the mode. Happy birthday. She's a Taurus, too. Happy birthday, Terry M. Williams. Y'all tweet this to her. If you know, you seen the SWV reality, she was... Never mind, y'all know. Listen to... The reality shows, I don't think, they're going to allow them to show women dignified and poised. I don't think the hidden brass that be is allowing that. Because little girls look up to this. They look at these shows, and they don't want a sane, proper representation. You know what I'm saying to you? And my friend Naima, never a catty moment. It was one small glitch. But it was understandable. We was at the bus, the mega bus in Maryland. Never mind. Naima girl being a memoir. But I was sitting there like, I'm fine. I'm fine. Is this another video? I feel like deja vu. Probably I said it before. I don't know. But I didn't want the glitch to happen. Because until that moment, it was a total cat-free friendship. Totally cat. Do you have any friendships that is entirely catty free? And I've known her for years, maybe going on 10 years now. Early 2000s, I met Naima. Yeah, cat free. And she a Capricorn. Totally and utterly, unequivocally catty free. But the mega bus moment, I was like, no, please, I'll be fine. She didn't want to leave the mega bus. The guy wasn't letting me on or something. I was like, wait for the next bus. She was like, the next bus is 2 o'clock in the morning. You can't stand here until. No, yeah, read the memoir. But I just wanted her to go before the... You see how when a friendship, when a union... Because there's something called marriage DNA. That's in friendships too. Once the DNA is altered, you're like, damn. And some people are like, no, that makes the relationship rich. The arguments make it rich. And I can see what they say, sort of. But no, when you get mature and you up in age, you don't want no senseless cattiness in the connections. You're like, no, let me just avoid this crazy bitch. And I don't equate this to not taking shorts. A sincere, legitimate, not short-taking moment is laudable. That's not what I'm saying. Cattiness is senseless. This makes no sense. Hi, Papa.
You might want to add something to it. I don't know.
Oh, thank you. It's crackers. No, but you made it spicy?
No.
You put, you didn't put the Cajun and Old Bay?
No.
What you season with?
I was putting the mayonnaise, bacon mayonnaise, and
relish.
Relish, that's it.
Mayonnaise and relish, no salt and pepper. Papa, this is not gonna be fun, Tuna. Hold on, y'all. Let me.
I said you like it the way you want.
I'm fitting it too, Daddy. But I mean, how you like it? You like it like this? Isn't that boring? Baby, I'm just trying to ask about your taste buds. You don't have to give me the ice cube eyebrows. Damn.
You've been asking me this for the last 10 years.
Oh, man, Daddy. Oh. Dad called and one of them wanted to go take care of something. I said no because I drunk that Senna tea and I said I'm chilling for now, but you know what I'm saying. You know, I've been trying to really understand or understand the baby. The couple had a baby on YouTube. I show you that sometimes I look at the loving couples. So beautiful, you know what I'm saying? And Papa, you got your headphones on? Can you hear me? Okay, them headphones, I know. And they put up, they did this in other hospitals too. They put, is Proud Mary on, or they just teasing us? Let me see if that's on. They put the hat on the baby, just have a newborn baby. They put the hat on the baby. They clean the baby off, of course, put a cute little t-shirt on, the hospital name, all of it. They put the hat on the baby, and then, oh, never mind, I didn't see that part. I have my glasses on, Papa. I should have known that. Too good to be true. Anyway, Papa, so they put the hat on the baby, and I'm watching, like, oh, because I'm watching with good intent, like, oh, it's so loving, so beautiful. You know what I'm saying? You know, this is a beautiful life. And then they put the baby on the mama's breast, and they was pushing them away off to the room, the recovery room. Then they took the hat off the baby to keep him. Like, why would he? Because your crown chakra. I'm like, that's odd. Do you see what I'm saying? So then when we had this, the sweet potato, remember the sweet potato was in the sun and it started growing out these beautiful greens? I knew that from going to the vegan school, the RHOA vegan school, and they was telling us to get the mung beans or sprouts, how to make sprouts with beans, put it in a dark area with water, and you eat those sprouts. That's your food. You know what I'm saying? You want to cook the beans, fine. And I'm like, wow. So then I thought of dreadlocks. And then Erykah Badu has this art where there's things coming out of her head, growing out of her head. I'm going to try to show you that art. So I'm staring at the sweet potato with the greens coming out. And daggone it, Tanya TKO got a video where she's teaching about planting. And she says, you know, she stuffed this down, and stuff still managed to grow out. Like Tupac, it rolls through the concrete. Like, in that infant baby's hat has to be information. It's pure. It's coming from the cosmos. And then are they schooling the nurses? Are the nurses following orders? Are the nurses just robots like, okay, get the baby hat and bring it back? Or do they school the nurses about metaphysics? Or they just doing what as told? It's very... Oh, I'm going to show you that video. I'm going to show you them having the baby and they take the hat back. This is why people are having babies at home. Because if you're a mother, you're out of it. You don't know what the hell going on. We didn't even know that we should ask for our placenta back. If you want your placenta back, you got to fill out paperwork this thick to get what's out of your body back. Ain't that some shit? But no. I'll just have my baby at home. But this particular couple, they were Caucasus. They came and they were doing something with her placenta in the sink at the house. So she must know to ask for it back because she got it back at home. But that sweet potato with those pretty leaves that I put in the salad, I put those leaves in. We had sweet potato leaves in the salad. Very tasty. Okay. But I've noticed just now the garlic I put in this tuna had the greens coming out like a green onion look. And I said, oh, I'm going to chop that up and things of that nature. But I just thought the mung beans, the beans, the sprouts from the vegan school. Papa, what grows? Our hair must have information. That's why they want you to put chemicals in it. They want you to get relaxers because it must relax that information. It defies gravity, the antennas. And those Indians burn their hair for the gods, they say. They give back. Well, Chris Rock went over there and man, little did they know the hair come over here and they sold his weave hair. But that's a whole nother video, okay? But oh Lord, this thing's still going. Let me tie this up. Okay, back to the topic of racism and what we learned from RHOA Reunion Part 3, Season 10 is that a lot of Caucasians, I was going to say Caucasoids, but I want you to take this seriously. It's not a roast and gag review. A lot of Caucasians don't have the hostilities of being pulled over, driving at the speed limit now and being pulled over for the color of their skin. Y'all can YouTube a video where there's a county cop telling a white lady to calm down. She was like, no, oh my God, she's panicking. I hear that they're shooting unarmed people and da-da-da-da. Oh, hip-hop evolution, what happened? Yeah, what is that, Richard Pryor? What is it? What is it? Is Netflix? Okay, yeah, so I don't get distracted. It's how my marbles spend some time. Yeah, to tie this up, that was a good one. That good documentary. Reading the Phone, that was good. Yeah, the cop is trying to calm the Caucasian. That was so good. Southside with you. And look how he was looking at her. I said, damn. I bet you Obama looked at Michelle like that because she got hips too. Tika wore the hell out that outfit. I like movies that's shot in one day. Because I'm like, how could you make a whole movie that's just 24 hours? Do you know how creative a mind you would have to have? They used to have a show called 24. I never watched it. My friend Sean was telling me to watch it. I said, the whole show? The whole is in one day? That's why it's called 24 hours. What's the other shit? But movies that do that. There was a movie called Where the Day Go. Where does the day? Some shit. But back to the point. What we learned from that episode. I'm not defending Kim or the Kims of the world. In no way. I'm just in awe of how uneducated about life some of them are. You know what I mean? There's My Son, the rapper. Shout out to My Son. Taurus himself. Same day as Janet Jackson. Okay, so Sam said Taurus was the revolutionaries. But Sam is a well-respected astrologer. And we were like, Taurus? Because we've been hearing Aquarius for years. And certain more recent books would say Aries and Scorpio and Aquarius, the revolutionaries of the zodiac. He said, nope. It's Taurus. And we was like, other than Malcolm X, where does he draw this conclusion? Because, receipts, references. But I'm starting to see what he said. Not Chem Z Taurus. Okay, when you lack melanin, when you're melanin recessive and melanin deficient, your sign, it will always be of an Aries. Especially when you talk and think like that, you're more of an Aries frequency. You know what I'm saying? Now, I see Jane Elliott. She's Caucasian, but I see her completely as in her Gemini frequency. She's less Aries than most Caucasians are. You know what I'm saying? The micro and macro. So the Kymactica. Read that. See that film, Kymactica. K-Y-M is in Mary, A-T-I-C-A. Kymactica here on YouTube. See what they say about the ego, okay? And you can get the whole Aries effect. All right. A lot of them just don't know. They don't live in a life they don't live a life. And like Willie D, when he interviewed that Becky Knuckles, when he interviewed her, and she explained that some Caucasians don't get the whole white privilege thing, especially ones who, you know, trying to pay bills and earn, you know, little nickels and rub nickels together and pay bills. Like, how are we privileged when we struggling to pay bills too? They you know, and we're programmed, we're socialized rather in a capitalistic society. So Caucasians that struggle with money, they don't really get what is the white privilege thing? What is they talking about with that? They just don't get it. Oh, the song he's answering some other Caucasian who's angry as hell, talking about the song is titled "I'm Not Racist." So he's answering that song. My son killed it. Thank you, my son. Because listening to that, you're like, they really just don't get it. And I'm gonna tell you what white privilege is aside from the fiat, being fiat rich. When you can go on the highway, you can drive down the highway and allegedly cross lanes without signaling, allegedly, and not end up hung in a jail cell. You don't even go to jail if you're Caucasian and pulled over. You just probably get a ticket if you get the ticket. I don't know. You have same privileges being Caucasian. That's the privilege. If you don't have the fiat to go along with it. You see what I'm saying? You see how Kim is just clueless and in the dark? It's not real. Because it's not her reality. It's not real to her because it's not a real... She can go on any highway and not get pulled over and harassed. She can't comprehend it because it never happened to her. That's why they don't believe it too. When we say these things and we vocalize these accounts, they're, oh, you're complaining and belly aching. Because they can't relate. They can't comprehend being harassed solely based on the color of your skin. They can go to Starbucks and sit and chill and don't order shit. They can go to Starbucks, use the bathroom, walk the fuck out, and they ain't order a goddamn thing. I've witnessed this. I've witnessed this. This is not, oh, I'm going to theorize. No, I've been to Starbucks. Okay? I love the green tea frappe. Why am I doing the commercial for them? But there's certain Starbucks drinks I do like. I haven't been back since the bullshit. I heard that was some sort of ritual. They said a ritual. They held them for 8 hours. What ritual is that? What the fuck? I don't know. What I do know is, Nico, his video on Aries compatibility, when he said they like to be included, even though segregation was their idea. But I can see a Becky at the counter staring at the brothers, you know, especially if she's curious about soul poles. Not to be graphic, and they don't seem the least bit. And they showed the picture of her. I said, "Oh, okay." And they don't seem to be the least bit romantically interested. They don't even probably notice I'm paying them no mind because they're there waiting for their friend who happened to be a Caucasian male. Do you see what I'm saying? But I've seen Starbucks as a hangout spot. Listen to me. The Kims of the world can sit in Starbucks and will not experience such a thing. They just won't. So they can't relate to it. To them, it sounds like complaining when they hear about these things on social media. So you see how Kim Marbles spin? In reverse, dented and demented? No disrespect. I'm just saying there's so many Kims that think like that. What racism? And also, Sheree, you didn't defend me. And, well, do you defend black people? Why do they have an expectation that they don't give? That's Aries too. Won't take. You know what I'm saying? Yana told someone on her show once, greed is taking more than you give. Honey, if I didn't think about a certain race in that moment, all of us looking at TV was yelled up that race is and even the word race that they came up with. Bill Maher said it on his show, like you're racing to win a race, like competition. And Tupac said they had a 400-year head start. But I'm like, well, what is the finish line? What is the prize? They already got free land that they stole and took from the Native Americans. They steal resources. Can you get away with stealing if you got melanin surplus? You and I can get away with stealing a Land Rover, much less land. So they got away with such huge, grave atrocities, but yet they're still not satisfied. Hence the fire sign, Aries. It's deep, y'all. But that's the teachable moment. Sorry, y'all. My baby made me. I want to go season it, Dr. Britt. I'm going to stick my crack in here. I'm going to get off because some people don't like to chew in. Shout out to T. But this is part 2. It's a teachable moment. We all, as melanated people, we too busy trying to survive. And just survive, not just fiscally and pay bills. Keeping your head above water. Shout out to Good Times. We're trying to survive staying alive. You know, our brown skin seems to be motivation enough to... And where's the psychological evolution? It's been like this for centuries. Okay, I'm going to shout out to Miss Lauren Hill. Your blog on Tumblr. Racism, stellar. Even she caught backlash for that. who catches backlash for telling the truth? I guess you like millions of people. But jeez, if you can't counter her intelligence or you know, on par or higher, how? Oh, it's a rant. Well, racism itself is rant. Yeah, that's been a rant lasting 500 years. I bet you it was an educated rant. The way she speak, her intellect is stellar, supreme. Lord. Anyway, I'm gonna enjoy my lunch with my man. Y'all, stay and study. Dr. Joy DeGruy. Shout out to her work is stellar. Post-traumatic slave syndrome. Jane Elliott, Howard Zinn, Dr. Ben, John Hewitt Clark, and all Dr. Richard King, all the blessings be the spirit of Dr. Francis Cress Westland. Ashe, gratitude to all of y'all. The Hidden Colors, 1804. Now, I don't even like Tyreek Nashe no more, but these productions he putting out, I can separate these productions from his personality. No offense to him, but just when they have the infighting, these what did Dr. Umar call them, leading speakers? Just I don't, the infighting can make you not like them. Not that they should care, but I don't want to think I'm promoting his work because I like him. No, because that's the mind can go there too. But no. With the power of like, see. All right, let me go. 1 hour, part 2. Peace.